Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sisters. So this is the translation of the message that she sent to me. Yo, strange things do happen in this world. So the message, it reads like this. Hello, my brother, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So this is a story that happened between me and my sister-in-law. So this sister-in-law of mine, I hated her a lot because of the things that she did to me by the time that I got married, like when I was still in high school and after I had been impregnated by my boyfriend who later became my husband. So at that time, this boyfriend of mine, he was dating two girls and I was like the third one who came into the picture. So already my boyfriend's parents, they knew that he was dating his two girlfriends, but he was still choosing the one that he wanted. So they were loved both by my in-laws. But as for me, when I suddenly came into the picture, they thought that I was only there to cause confusion, and they didn't think that I was suitable enough for their own son. But the problem was that me and my husband, we only slept with each other only once. That was when I realized that I had fallen pregnant. And when I had realized that I had fallen pregnant, that was when I spoke with my boyfriend and I told him that I had fallen pregnant, and he said that he was not going to dump me and he was going to love me for the fact that I had actually fallen pregnant for him, because he could not wait to meet his child that I was carrying in my womb. So he then said that I want you to come to my parents' house and I want you to become my wife. I thought that this was going to be like paradise, going to stay with my husband and his extended family. Little did I know that they had already hated me a lot. So by the time that I was taken by my auntie and I was then taken to my husband's family and I started staying with him, that was when I realized that my mother-in-law, she hated me a lot. I suffered so much, especially the time when I was pregnant. The way that I suffered, it was just too much. But my husband was the one who kept on telling me that I needed to hold on. Oh yes, I needed to hold on, for everything was going to be okay. He was not going to dump me because he loved me, and he was not going to dump me. So I kept on staying with my husband, even though his parents, they kept on saying that he was supposed to dump me because I was not suitable enough for him. So later on, what happened was that whenever I would be facing any challenges in my own relationship, then I would go and I will speak with my sister-in-law, who is my husband elder brother's wife. So I would go and I will speak with her. I will call her Grace, not her real name. I would go and I will speak with Grace and I will tell her that this is what was happening to me. This is what my husband's sisters had said to me. And whenever I would go and I will speak with her, then she would go and report me to my in-laws. Then each and every time there was always a family meeting that was always called, and people kept on calling me someone who loved to gossip. The day that I found out that she was the one who was doing all of these things, that was the day that I decided that I should just do my own stuff and I was going to live my own life. And then my sister-in-law, she was also living her own life. So it happened that she came to South Africa with my husband's elder brother. When they came here, my husband's elder brother, he then started working for this other construction company, and from there on, that was when he started his own company. Like right now, he has several companies. So by the time that my husband came and spoke with me one day, and then he said that this is what his elder brother had told him. The elder brother wanted him to come and join with him in South Africa. And at first, I didn't want to come to South Africa because I kept on asking myself, if my father-in-law and my mother-in-law had been mistreating me in such a way, including my husband's elder brother. What more was he going to do to me when I'll be in a foreign land? So I refused, but looking at what was going on, the poverty and everything, I said, it is fine. Let us go to South Africa. That is how we ended up being in South Africa. When we came here, we stayed for a little while with my sister-in-law as well as my husband's elder brother. Then I said to my husband, now that you have gotten your first salary, let us go and stay somewhere else. So we then went and we started staying in another location. And I always hated it whenever my husband will say, let us go and spend the day with my brother, with my elder brother. The reason as to why, it was because when I would look at my husband's elder brother's wife, the way that she was now beautiful, it's like when she came here to South Africa, I know for a fact she started to drink those pills, those pills that they drink when they want to have big hips. That is what she was drinking, and I know for a fact. So I am someone whom one can consider to be a slender. So each and every time when I will be with my husband at her house, then I would feel so much bitterness towards her. I kept on feeling as if maybe my husband will end up lusting after this woman. That is what I was feeling at that time. But I didn't know how to revenge this woman, because she was trying to be like a big sister to me, and she was trying to be a good woman to my own husband. So I then started to speak with my husband, and I said, I want you to learn everything that your older brother has learned here in South Africa. I want you to make sure that when you learn, then you will stop working for him so that you can have your own construction company. And he said that was fine. That is when my husband finally started his own construction company, and he started to have his own workers. So this was like a division that I created between my husband and his brother, because I do not like my husband's elder brother's wife because of the things that she used to do when we were still back home. So she does not know that this is how much I hate her. Whenever, like one of us, when we return back home, usually we leave our husbands here in South Africa. So when we are coming back, we usually buy these products that are from Zim, like your Mazoe and stuff like that. So there was a time when I was in Zim and I had left her behind. When I was about to return back, that was when she said that she wanted at least a river stone, like those ones that we use when we are bathing. So she said that she wanted one river stone so that she can use it when she was bathing. The first day I went and I collected one stone from the river. When I was returning back, I then passed through this graveyard. I don't know what went through my mind. I told myself that I was going to place this stone on top of that grave. I left the stone on top of that grave throughout the night. Then I made sure that when no one was seeing me, that was when I went and I collected that stone that I had left on top of my husband's grandfather's grave, and I came with it to South Africa and I gave it to Grace. So currently, Grace has been experiencing a lot of challenges in her marriage. For the first time, my husband's elder brother ended up assaulting his own wife, and he's someone that is very soft, who could have never done this thing if I had never used this stone that I had placed on top of the grave. And I know that this is what I did, but whenever she speaks with me, I pretend as if I am actually feeling sad for what is happening in her marriage, but deep down I know that I am happy. I always laugh at her whenever she will drop her call, because she always reports to me everything that is happening in her marriage. So I will start to laugh at her and I'll say, oh, now you are feeling the pain. How about the pain that I felt when we were still back home? This is my own confession, Brother Nashi. Your dear listeners, right there was a narration of the message that was sent to me by our dear sister. Strange things do happen in this world. Just imagine someone giving you a a river stone, those ones that we use, like when you are bathing, then that person, they first place it on top of a grave, then after that they give you that stone. So each and every time when you use that stone when you are washing, then maybe there is something that will be happening in the spiritual realm. Maybe you'll be giving yourself bad luck. Strange things do happen in this world.